Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the final episode, the final interview of March Madness. We have finally come to a close, and I have a very special guest with us today. He is the marketing March Madness winner, Mr. Jae Smith. Jay, how you feeling, man?
Like $1 million, man.
You better be, man. You just won a whole tournament, man. That was, what? Started in February with seeding.
February
is where it all started.
Yeah.
You got into March and you battled your way through each and every single matchup.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're at the middle, almost end of April now, and it's over.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, about time, man.
Take us through your thought process, man. Like, give us your feedback, because this is your first March Madness experience, isn't it?
Yeah. Chestnut checkers, planning, sleepless nights. People think you just got up and went to work and just sat and hope they demoed and went back. No. This is like a week ahead of playing turf. Skipping breaks every day, staying out late with my van. Shout out to my van, Maryland Van 1, because we didn't leave turf till after 8 because it wasn't getting dark till 8, and the stuff doesn't call center doesn't close till 8. So yeah, 8:05 we're leaving turf, because if I can, I'm calling something at 7:59. You know, shout out to Costa. We had this joke. It was like I used to like last voice before I went to sleep, first voice when I woke up.
It was Costa.
Yeah, because again, late nights. Let's say we're 30, 45 minutes away. Do the math. Back to the office 8:45ish. Back home 9:30. Closing manager duties and whatnot. Marking turf. Then getting up early, like going out 7:45 in the morning. Leaving out the house because the office is open at 8 as well. Or is it 9? Mm-hmm. I think it was 8 and then they switched it to 9, but 8. So yeah, up at 7:45, going back, driving around early in the morning with rush hour traffic. So you're putting up, do the math, like 15-hour days. You know what I mean?
Big time days.
Yeah.
Wow. You got a lot of time to throw down.
Exactly. And then when you get home, by the time you shower and don't want to eat something, you know what I mean? And then guess what? You're not going to bed though. Now we're making sure how the turf went, looking at it. I actually started putting all my leads in my notes app. Yeah. So I had like stuff, you know what I mean? Yep. That way, like, okay, wait a sec, I can check the thing. What? No answer. We're going back. We're going back. In the morning, I'm going back. Because we're not allowed to call people. So of course, that's the rules, right? For the company.
Preparation, right? You gotta keep yourself organized. Yeah. Preparation.
I'm going back in there. I got Dell calling me. Hey, listen. If you resave somebody who doesn't go out, I'm not going to get a new set. Like, okay, Dell. Hey.
Well, it's good. I mean, you have to. I think one of the biggest things, and it kind of proves the point with March Madness, it really separates the individuals who really want it versus the individuals, not that they may not want it, but like it's that who's going to grind it hard, right? Who's going to put the grittiness in? Who's going to put the hard work in? Mornings, evenings, afternoons. Who's going to put the nonstop effort in at the end of the day? Weekends, right?
Going out on Sunday, Dale called me because he saw me out on Sunday with a shirt on with a present. I was looking at turf for the next week. What do you mean? I went out and had to go scope some stuff out on the off day. Okay, cool. It's like we gotta do this.
And you made it undeniable. Like you came into this finals matchup, which was 2 weeks long against Priya, who was arguably side by side with you going into the finals. Probably the only person that was going to give you a run for your money, because every other matchup you had kind of coasted your way through. You got a sizable lead, and then you just coasted the rest of the way.
By like Wednesday with everyone.
With everyone.
Enough to where it was like, all right, cool.
You'd pump the brakes, take the time.
Start off 12. Mm-hmm. I was doing 12, 10, 8, 6. Yeah. In sets. By the time I got to Wednesday, Thursday, it was up by too much, man.
Yeah, I think in the first week of the finals matchup, you had like 12 demos in the first week or something like that.
10, 12 for the pay period.
12 for the pay period. Gotcha. Okay.
Chestnut checkers. After I had 2 by Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. On Wednesday, I was like setting everything for next week, making sure they were strong and solid enough. Taking extra time because I'm like, everyone, we need all this against Priya, man. Yeah. So.
Well. Obviously, you took the victory. Congratulations. I know everybody's super happy and proud of you. Did you have any words for Priya, obviously, coming out of the victory now?
I told you, baby.
He said he wasn't fooled by the positivity and the smile.
Yeah. No, she's a killer. I actually have nothing but respect for her.
Yeah.
You know, and she still throws shots in the office all the time because she's mad. She's fake happy. She'd be like, I just saw her earlier. She was like, gotta hear them talk about how good you are. I'm like, yeah, I mean, she's great too.
Well, it's all in good fun at the end of the day because you know, we look at it. It is competition, and we thrive off competition. That's the whole purpose of sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I think one of the coolest things about obviously Prezi itself is we're a team, right? And so even though in that moment of competition, there's still the support. You won, you did your thing. Everybody's super happy for you. I'm happy for you, man. Like that's a lot of money, right? You're gonna take that money, and you said you were gonna put it to your car.
It's already in the shop.
Oh, it's already in the shop. Oh man!
Shop.
And you went out. You went to Puerto Rico for a nice long weekend.
I did go to Puerto Rico. I said, yeah.
Little R&R.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome. So
yeah, you should have came, man.
I think my invite must have got lost in the mail somewhere. Maybe it went to my spam folder. I don't know, but hey, there's always next year. We got Mexico at the end of the year. Yeah. We're going to share quite a few drinks going down this line. So now that you've been here, this is your first March Madness experience. You've been with the company since end of last year, if I'm correct? It was was it November when you joined, or August?
October.
October. I said August. October. Okay.
Marketer of the month every single month.
Every single month since you've been here for the most part. I think you only missed one month. Henry beat you, I think.
Yes. December it was cold and snowy.
Yeah, you don't do well in cold.
I'm from California.
Yeah. I like the warm weather.
Yeah,
warm blood.
It was a blizzard.
You don't do this cold.
My man Henry was like, cold ain't nothing.
He was a Philly fan.
Yeah, he is a
Philly
cold, fan.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. You can let him have a month, but then you played him in that 1 week in March Madness. And
he did put up 10 demos though.
He did. He went out there. You brought one of the best versions out of Henry.
Yeah. Besides Priya, that was my hardest competition.
I was going to ask. That was who's your next? And so is Henry.
Yeah, I was scared for that too. Yeah.
Henry's tough competition. He's going to be a solid performer over the next several years. On whatever he decides, he's a long career ahead of him. So, you talk about you start in October. How has your journey with Presidential been since you came on board? And why did you choose Presidential?
Great company. I'm not saying that because we're recording and whatnot. I actually held a high position at another company, and I left them because it's not hard to sell a great product, Presidential has that. It's a great product. It's a great company. It is good value, good materials, good customer service. The reviews speak for themselves. So for me, it was like, this feels like a family friendship aspect, work hard, play hard, everyone's respectful and whatnot, it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? So that's what made me choose Prezi. And so far how it's been here, literally that. Yeah. Work hard, play hard, really, really fun.
We definitely play hard.
That's the best part, man, yeah. But, I like it. Everyone is, true to their words. Okay. When I first had my interviews with, shout out to Waleed, and then, of course, Dell, they were like, listen, this is where you want to go to. This is what you have to do. And, I did that, and I think I might be getting there, so we'll see,
We're getting there. We're moving forward, right? And so, obviously, you talk about what that next step is. Now that you've won March Madness, I've heard some, obviously rumors. Obviously, sales is that next pathway. Is that the route that Jae wants? You're gonna go to sales?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The route that Jae wants is to be a VP.
Oh.
That's the ending result. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be as cool as you guys.
Hey man, you're already as cool. I'll let you know. You're cool.
Man. You got good hair, man.
I don't know about that. You haven't seen the backside of it. So the cameras do a good job, and I get the backside of it. The gray hairs, they filter it all out. Yeah. Mine has a Snapchat filter on it. So you talk about that. So sales being the next point, right? And VP at the end, right?
Sales for an ending result of like a VP.
Yeah.
Or running one of these many offices as we continue to grow and open up and whatnot.
I think that's an awesome goal, and I think it's honestly very achievable, especially with your skill set. You've already proven you can perform right, and you've proven you can lead people. People love following you, right, in terms of being able to want to perform as well as you do, right?
Yeah.
You talk about what you've accomplished so far in your short time here at Presidential. Marketer of the month. Now you've won March Madness. Opportunity to go to sales next. Hopefully in the future VP, right? Opening in your own office location. You take that into account. Now you're looking at maybe all the other new up-and-comers that are coming in the company, the ones that are currently here, right? What is some advice or some tips that you would leave or give some of those individuals to kind of help them through their pathway to hopefully experience the same success that you have.
They said that I'm like one of the fastest, like growing like van managers and whatnot that they've had in Maryland. So I would say, take it serious and work. That's the thing. All this is fun, but like we work.
You do.
You seen Lucas run the office? He works. You seen Priya run the office? She works. Henry, everyone works. Dell works. Ben works. You know, Wayne works. Caroline works.
They do.
Like, work hard, play hard. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna, oh my God, play harder. But work.
Yeah.
Like I said, work. On the colder days, on the hot days, when you've been going consistently and you don't want to do it anymore, and your stomach hurts and your head hurts because you decided to go out the night before, work. I'm from a generation of, you know, Kobe Bryant played with a broken finger and was shooting with the left hand. You know, Michael Jordan flu game. You know, these are people like we still work.
Yeah.
You know, we don't make excuses. You know,
money's out there. It's got to be made. All you got to do is get out there and go get it.
Yeah.
Right. It's out there for your taking. Right. And in, not only just that, but you're talking about just the success. Right. Success for yourself. Success for your, you know, your growth in a company. Right. Your career. It's all that opportunity is there for every single individual. It's just about getting out there, going there and getting it, right? Just like yourself, right? And you've done it for a short period of time, right? Within the time frame you've been here. You know, is there anything that you think that maybe you learned in your time here that you didn't know before you came to Presidential Series?
How a successful and amazing company is ran. 110%.
Okay.
I've seen some great companies that I've held positions at that just plateau, you know, or go down. Things happen. Everyone leaves that are actually making the company money. I watched a company that was at almost 100 million go down to 40 something million because everyone else dipped off just because of the culture, winning culture. So I can say that, yeah.
I think we're very lucky and blessed. You know, the way Chris and David have set up the company.
Yeah.
It's about creating a winning environment for everybody, right? I mean, if you're winning as an individual, the company's going to win. As you talk about growth, right? We have 2 office locations, and we're on pace to do $50 million this year.
It's insane, actually.
I've seen other companies that are doing $70 million. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Why can't we do $70 million? They've been in less time with it, but they have 6 office locations.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, oh, well, there's the difference right there. You have 6 locations. You're larger. You can spread out to more territory. You only have 2 locations, and we're already almost doing what you're doing.
Sounds to me like 10 sets, one demo.
Exactly. Right?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it sounded to me.
You know, you look at the balances of where we're at right now, what we're doing, what we've accomplished, and where that possibility kind of like can go to, and all of that success, it's all due in part to individuals like you and everybody else that's in this company. Everybody putting their head down, working, busting their asses, and then getting gritty. And performing success at the end of the day. Having said that, talk about VP, that's what you want, that's a great goal. Is there any, obviously March Madness is over with. What's the game plan now after March Madness? Going into sales?
Mike Miller. Mike Miller.
Like, what was our goal?
Mike Miller.
Mike Miller's the goal.
Mike Miller. Say it again. Mike Miller. All right, don't retire yet, buddy.
You're going to go for that $3 million?
Something. I just got to get...
Miller was on the podcast because he won his side in sales. He's going to see this too as well.
Good. That's my guy, but he listen, I'm coming, boy. I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
Awesome. Well, do you have anything else you want to say to any of your peers? Anything else? To Priya?
Nah, positive vibes. Priya would probably take it next year unless someone just goes crazy. I'm not, like, it's not even close. She's just amazing. Unless it's a new hire that comes in out of nowhere or something, or someone just turns up, you know what I mean? Nah, man, positive vibes, man. Happy to be here.
Well, Jay, I'm happy to have you here too as well. Tonight at the event in Virginia, you're gonna be getting your hat. I guess a quarter. I don't know if they're gonna do quarters, but you're gonna be getting a blingy ring, right? Mm-hmm. That ring is nice. A lot of diamonds on it. You're gonna be getting a nice cash prize. You're already putting that into the car, right? Yeah. I'm happy. I'm super proud of you and all the effort you put in, right? And don't ever let that hard work slip away from you. Thank you for joining us today on today's episode. For the rest of you guys who are watching, sitting at home, here in the company or not a part of the company, I appreciate you joining us and tuning in today, watching all the winners talk about their pathways to their success. Right. At the end of the day, appreciate everybody. We'll catch you on the next episode. Can I get a Prezi?
Oh yeah.